The Graham Trucking Unlimited Lights Cup is brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade. Mixology has all the easy answers to life's hard questions. Mike's Hard Lemonade. And is presented for Seafair by Graham Trucking. CDL Class A drivers wanted at grahamtrucking.com.
And this is going to be a full course. We've got a couple of pages worth of unlimited lights in the final here today. From the Microsoft Office project, the Miss Boat Electric, that's KAYLEIGH Perkins, Graham Trucking GT, CompuWare's Critic Logic, Boat Trader, Miss Graham Trucking, Venture Bank, Atomic Screen Printing, and the Mako of Bremerton is in as the trailer today. A 9-boat field. These guys will get deck to deck, and they will be racing as we come out to the boats pulling away from the dock. The last ones are just heading out to the water, and now they'll be scoring up and get ready for this final. And as we bring in, of course, Chip Hanauer will be a part of this call along with Mike Fitzsimmons out on the start-finish tower. But here are your drivers. Vince Zaudaro with a first and third in the first couple of heats. There's KAYLEIGH Perkins. She's got 2 seconds. Got to be considered one of the leaders. Here's Graham Trucking's Greg Hopp with a first-place finish today. Maybe the favorite along with Paul Becker at 105 miles an hour. One of the boat winners today. The UL Boat Trader, Michael Flaherty, also considered one of the favorites. There's Mark Eccles. Could be tough for him in the Graham Trucking boat, however. As we keep rolling through, Dustin Eccles as well. The Venture Bank Shucks boat, UL 17. The Atomic Screen Printing, Charlie Zaudaro. And finally, the Mako of Bremerton, Al Carstensen, is going to be the trailer. And so we come out with Chip and Mike and just a little less than a minute and a half to go. Gentlemen, a lot of boats. And John Lynch, the voice of unlimited light hydroplane racing, with the call one more time.
And they're all scoring up now. We have one violation I'm hearing about, and that would be Michael Flaherty, I believe, was over the line just before the minute and 20-second mark in the UL 8. We'll wait and get a clarification there. It's a 1-minute penalty. And I believe that is against the UL 8. Yes. They did. It's a score-up violation as he passed that start line before we hit the 1-minute 20-second mark. So Michael Flaherty, you saw him on the camera right there, who is the winner of the B main. He has now a 1-minute penalty. This is 9 boats. One of them, that is Al Carstensen, and the Mako of Bremerton will be starting 5 seconds behind the field, but as they head up to the turn, some of them are getting there a little bit late. Some of them are a little bit early. Michael Flaherty, of course, has that 1-minute penalty, and he wants to erase as much of that as he can, but he'll add another 1-minute penalty if he's over the line early.
They got a little bit spread out there, didn't they? We've got some boats lagging behind, and that's going to really string these guys out.
And Michael Flaherty has done the right thing. He's cutting across the infield to come around to start it again. Here's the start in 3, 2, 1. They're a little bit slow right at the line. Very close for Paul Becker in the Critical Logic CompuWare entry. But here they come, 5 wide, heading down into turn number 1.
Boy, there's really no excuse for these boats back here to be that late. That was really a bad start.
Absolutely. 5 missed, 5 got it, 3 didn't. Paul Becker is right there. The former Navy pilot, the former airline pilot. He's in the lead trying to pick up his first ever Unlimited Lights victory in his hometown race here at Seafair in the Powerboats Northwest Unlimited Light Racing Series. There you see the shot from Miss Boat Electric, KAYLEIGH Perkins at the wheel. Back in the pack, looks like she's back about third. It's Paul Becker going through the turn. He's on the inside in that Critical Logic boat from CompuWare. He's actually in...
KAYLEIGH's in second. She's got a really big fight on her hand for second place.
We have a change. I just heard that both Vince Zaudaro and Paul Becker jumped the gun. KAYLEIGH Perkins is officially the leader on the course with Greg Hopp alongside in second place as they go down to turn number 1 on the second lap.
Okay, you've got a girl leading right here. You got a guy over here with got a lot more horsepower, but he's got a further distance to go. We could see history made right here,
That's
folks.
Paul Becker, but he's got a 1-minute penalty. He is not the leader. KAYLEIGH Perkins in the red boat is the leader at the exit pin to go down the back stretch. He has got a 1-minute penalty. Greg Hopp is challenging on the outside. He is in there for a hunt. There's your lead battle right there. inside. KAYLEIGH Perkins outside. Greg Hopp, it's lap number 2 of 3. Charles ZAUDARO and Michael FLAHERTY well back. But there they go through turn number 2 now. KAYLEIGh on the inside, Greg Hopp on the outside, taking a hop.
KAYLEIGH's got to get out of this water. This is rough water. She's got to move outside to get in fresh water. Otherwise, Greg Hopp's going to be able to just wind up on her.
KAYLEIGh Perkins holds the inside line. Paul Becker is not the leader on the course because he has a 1-minute penalty. Greg Hopp with the lead. And just a couple of boat lengths back is KAYLEIGh Perkins in second place. As it's the Ram Trucking GT against the Miss Boat Electric as they go into the turn 1 for the final time. And Paul Becker's going dead on the water.
That's going to help KAYLEIGh Perkins because all of a sudden she's got fresh water now. This could change everything right here.
Other teams got to avoid Paul Becker. Oh, Dustin ECHOLS had to make an emergency move. Down the backstretch, they are a boat length apart. Greg Hopp there, KAYLEIGh Perkins right there. It's a battle for the Unlimited Lights Championship, the Unlimited Lights Cup presented by Graham Trucking here at Seafair. Into the final turn. KAYLEIGh Perkins going for her first ever Unlimited Lights victory. There's the entrance pin.
I tell you what, KAYLEIGh has driven a great race, a perfect race. She had a better start than Greg Hopp did on the outside. She's got a chance to win this thing.
That's KAYLEIGh on the inside. It's Greg on the outside. Drag race to the finish. Naturally aspirated inside, supercharged outside. It'll be Greg Hopp by a boat length.
Wow.
Greg Hopp by a boat length, but what a drive by KAYLEIGh Perkins to take second place here at the Graham Trucking Cup at Seafair for Unlimited Lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the birth of, I think, what's going to be not only a great race driver, but the first woman great race driver.
Third place, Mako of Bremerton, Al Carstensen. He was second a year ago. He only got in the pit area yesterday. Fourth place to Dustin ECHOLS right there in the Venture Bank. Then it's back to Vinny ZAUDARO crossing line, but he had a 1-minute penalty also. So fifth place, Michael FLAHERTY. First place last year, fifth place this year for Michael. And then back to Charles ZAUDARO. Yes, both of these ZAUDARO brothers were involved in this heat. There is first and second, but it's the yellow boat. Greg Hopp in first, KAYLEIGh Perkins there in your camera in second place.
I, for one, am glad that I am never going to have to race that 19-year-old girl. I tell you what, she has matured in a nice, even curve, and I think she's arrived.
You know, we've been talking about it all day long on both sides, on the Unlimited Light side and on the Unlimited side. There is a tremendous youth movement going on.
There is, and now, you know, with Nate stepping down, and I think Ken Muscatel's getting close, I think there's going to be some room made for some of these people, but she drove a great race. Let me point out that she did a better job than Greg Hopp did on the start, and she made a great move when the one boat went dead. She went inside, she got clean water, and immediately got right up even with him again.
You can say what you want about KAYLEIGh Perkins, but she is not an Anna Kournikova type. She's a lovely young lady, but she is a racer, and that's why she's here.
And she's got the whole package. She's coming into the dock now. She's articulate, she's smart, she's motivational. Now, watch this move that she makes here. She's having problems because she's running in the wake of Paul Becker. But the minute Paul Becker goes down, she seizes her opportunity. Okay, she's running in Paul's water. He goes down. She dives underneath right here. And that gave her clean water. Now look at where her competition is. Greg Hopp way out here. She made up a lot of ground. They're going to come out of this corner maybe with her a bit ahead. But remember, Greg Hopp has got a lot more. How much more horsepower?
Well, actually, horsepower, it's not that much difference. It's more in the acceleration coming off the corner, and he's got a newer design boat. But KAYLEIGh, as they would say in NASCAR, drove the wheels off of that one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to sponsor a race driver, I think you got one right here that's going to get a lot of ink in the years ahead.
And a nicer young lady you could never want to meet. And aside from being a great boat racer, she said she wants to own her own bakery one day and create baked goods. She is getting a great hand over on the dock. Congratulations to Greg Hopp. Take nothing away from him.
Absolutely.
But it was history today watching that young lady drive.
It really was, and she did a perfect drive. She had the